Hey, are the big bad black sheep, hot of fire, not a pretender liar. And it's another reasoning, yeah? This is part 3 for religion and racism. I feel like I want to elaborate more, you know? And I trust that you will, and you're present with the divine today, you know? Yeah. There is a phrase that says, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. And it means that a woman who has been betrayed or rejected can exhibit an intense and uncontrollable anger. This expression suggests that the wrath of a scorned woman is more powerful than anything imaginable, even more than the fury of hell itself. There is a suppression, of our spirit. And in coming in awareness to that, we have to realize that, there is a responsibility that we have to take. Yeah. Right now, in changing and doing different, doing better. Now, a lot of religious groups and even their book of worship, whether it's the Bible or the Quran or the Bible, as most Rastafarians will call it. It preaches a lot of things, but most people lean on their own understanding, right? And in that context, they have judgment, a negative perception to things. Yeah. When I learned that to be a virgin doesn't mean that you don't have sex. It means that as a woman, you have a pure heart and clean hands. Yeah. So, let me give you the definition of religion. Religion, human beings' relation to that which they regard as holy, sacred, absolute, spiritual, divine, or worthy of special reverence. It is also commonly regarded as consisting of the way people deal with ultimate concerns about their lives and their faith after death. In many traditions, this relation and these concerns are expressed in terms of one's relationship with or attitude towards gods or spirits. In more humanistic or naturalistic forms of religion, they are expressed in terms of one's relationship with or attitude towards the broader human community or natural world. in many religions, texts are deemed to have scriptural status, and people are esteemed to be invested with spiritual or moral authority. Believers and worshippers participate in and are often enjoined to perform devotional or contemplative practices such as prayer, meditation, or particular rituals. Worship, moral conduct, right belief, and participation in religious institutions are among the constituent elements of the religious life. So, I see that people have attached themselves to these things when in fact it should help us to detach or even have a non-attachment to things, outside of us. These religious groups, right, were created as a breach of moral code. And naturally, women have a natural moral code within. Yeah, males don't. The Bible said, train a child in the way that he should be, if I'm correct. You have to train a male, right? Women are more teachable. That's why you see most of the congregation is women, right? As these truths start to expose about these religious groups, right, you're going to see more and more of the real reality of males, that they do not have a moral code, right? These things are used as masks, as a way of power struggle. Yeah. There is a sense of brotherhood, amongst men. In whichever way they choose to group up in, whether it's politically, religiously, because it is scientifically proven that males have a more emotional connection with other males, and even lesser connection emotionally with a female. Yeah. Men only love and respect other men. These things are like a game for them. Yeah. Because in fact, it is only better to look like a family man than to actually be a family man. Yeah, their brotherhood relationships mean more to them than their relationship with women. So in Christianity they talk about the Trinity, and they in that Trinity they deem the woman as the Holy Spirit, you know. And to be, you know, honest, I see that in Rastafari they try to correct that and to involve the woman, you know. But the psyche of these men, you know, have not changed. They still do not respect women. They still see women as possession and things to be used as the average male. These men are not different, you know. Yeah. It's all a program, because, you know, to be even more honest, when I said in like maybe part 1 to part 2 of the video, you hear them. But anyway, these men are struggling with their sexuality, and because of the societal norm, right, that they have to marry a female and to have, you know, kids and a home, they give in to that idea, you know, of life. And but on, you know, on a low level, that's not who they are. On a deeper level, that's not who they are within. You know, that's not truly their desire. Yeah. And they want to look good for other men. Right? Because they are quick to show you off to other men, but disown you in the company of, you know, other women. Because I can remember I've experienced like this competition, you know, in my last relationship with a male. It's like people naturally gravitate to me, you know, and yeah, a lot of women do gravitate to me because of the pure energy, you know. And I realized that he never liked that, because he would want that attention, even from males too. He would want that attention from males. Yeah. So I see the spirit of him. I see, you know, the mental pattern that he has, because I'm a very analytic person. I, you know, analyze, because I seek to understand, you know, things instead of trying to just, you know, judge it on the first or the first glance. I like to know what I am dealing with, you know. And I'm not a coward, you know. I'm not afraid to look at the truth and see it for what it is. So I'm not impulsive to act out in rage either. Yeah. So I see this, in males and females too, right? Because of this program, they struggle even with mental illness because they can't really be themselves, and authenticity is the highest vibration, right? Along with love. And the earth created everything, and people would judge, but what we don't understand, that a lot of manipulation happens, and everybody is a victim, or even everyone is affected by it, right? All of our DNA genes is tampered with. It has been weakened in some senses, right? Well, yeah. In my understanding, right, religion and racism is not only causes of separation and confusion outwardly, but also inwardly of an individual from their soul, their psyche. As I said that, in the etymology of psychology, the word psyche means spirit or soul. Creating a flip perception of what is really true. They would deem a woman like me as, a witch. And because I do not conform to societal norms, right? It is not natural to my nature. It doesn't feel that way. These things don't exist in my reality, because I see things as it is, and I mind my business, right? Yeah, I mind my business. What we don't understand is that these ideologies are a war mechanism, right, of men against other men. It doesn't really have anything to do with women. Men want to be seen as a more powerful race or species, depending on, the color of their skin. I would like to give you the definition of racism. These things is to really look at the world, right, at a more wider perception, because it is quick to be involved in something that really makes no sense, and it's all narcissistic, because the person who truly has an issue with said party is not even present in fighting, the battles that are being fought. So yeah, Racism is the belief that groups of humans possess different behavioral traits corresponding to inherited attributes and can be divided based on the superiority of one race or ethnicity over another. It may also mean prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against other people because they are of a different ethnic group. Modern variants of racism are often based on social perception of biological difference between people. These views can take the form of social actions, practices, or beliefs, or political systems in which different races are ranked as inherently superior or inferior to each other based on presumed shared inheritable traits, abilities, or qualities. There have been attempts to legitimize racist beliefs through scientific means, such as scientific racism, which have been overwhelmingly shown to be unfounded. In terms of political systems, apartheid, that support the expression of prejudice or inversion of discriminatory practices or laws. Racist ideology may include associated social aspects such as nativism, xenophobia, otherness, segregation, hierarchical ranking, and supremacism. I struggle with English. We all do, even Americans. See it? But yeah, I'm just an honest person, because even though we might deem as a more superior race, in these times as melanated beings, we have to ask ourselves, are we ready to take responsibility? Because how I see women operating and males operating, mentally it doesn't show that we are superior beings. We're not using our brains, we're allowing our brains to use us, our emotions to direct us, right? We haven't exceed past certain mindset, at this day and age. And fear, right? There is so much fear amongst people, and even though people might say that these being a part of these religious groups means you are saved from what? yourself. It's like you are more prone to abuse than to be in solitude, where you are safe to think for yourself. And some people demonize, isolation. But how can you know your voice? Yeah, if you don't know what it sounds like alone. I see that because this is a woman's platform, and I'm here to educate and to inspire as well. We say that we want change, but we keep going back to the same things, the same people that hurt us just a while ago, and will continue to do so. Because as I said before, a lot of these things are here to siphon our energies as women. Yeah. Because we are communal beings. These ideas, yeah. But one thing I noticed with us, we are not philosophical. We don't use our rational minds to think for ourselves. We're easily swayed and deluded. Yeah. We hold on to this delusion of males, whether it's having a good man or Jesus Christ coming back, or even Haile Selassie coming to save you. Yeah. These things hold us back. Our mental, our spirit, even our bodies. Because being amongst men that hold these ideas, right? It's traumatizing. It's truly traumatizing. Even to be amongst women that hold these ideas, that support patriarchy. Because, alright, you have these monkeys that are called the bonobo monkeys. They are matriarchal. They are called the love monkeys. Yeah. They are more calm and loving. Yeah. They don't meet other groups of monkeys with war and domination, like the chimpanzee monkeys that are patriarchal. Yeah. Men want power and women want love. And Mixing that together is like oil and water. It doesn't go together. We think men have love, but they don't. They don't have soft skills. Women have soft skills. That's why they say women have love, you know. Women are love. And I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but you know that passed maybe 2 weeks ago or a week ago. And yeah, a lot of men show their colors on that day. And women fail to realize that you're supporting your own death, your own hurt, when you focus on these men, when you center these men, when you hold these ideas, right? It confuses our spirit, because the physical doesn't really matter when you can truly see, you know, people's soul. You see them for what they are, you know. Yeah. I hope this was more insightful. And yeah. Today's a calm day for me. Yeah. Just to take it easy. Yeah. And being grateful, you know. Burn some nice incense. Yeah. Life is simple, you know. Peace is everything. And you know what is for you, you know, by how it feels. If it doesn't feel right, that's your body's signal to you, you know. So, yeah. If it's easy, if it's peaceful, that's home. So, take care.